The first key that I learned about has to do with the kill zone. The kill zone to me is that area in the deep post, and I apologize if the name's a little bit harsh. If you're a pacifist, you can call it the scoring zone. If you love football, you can call it the red zone, but it's the deep post. And I call it the kill zone because if you get the ball in there, you will kill your opponent. My first game ever in the NBA was in the LA Forum against the Lakers. Can you imagine how amazing that was? To be the little kid that grew up idolizing NBA players and dreaming about what it was going to be like. So I remember I was sitting on the bench, 6 minutes in, and Lenny Wilkins, my coach, sent me in, and he said, go to work. And so I ran out there, and there's Magic Johnson at the foul line. And then I walked over, and I was standing right next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the first thing that I've got to do in the NBA is cover Kareem. And he said something that made a very profound impact on me. I'm ready to box him out. And then he looked down at me, and he said to Magic, yo, I got a young one. That doesn't sound good, does it? Yo, I've got a young one. But that's okay because I'm ready to go to work. I'm an NBA player. I've been studying this guy since I was a little kid. And in my mind, I'm thinking, all he has is the sky hook. If I take that away, I'm golden. I'm going to do really well. So Magic made his free throw, and I ran down to the offensive end. I came down to the defensive end. I threw it to Kareem, sky hook. Wow. Offensive end, defensive end, sky hook. That's 4. Offense, defense, sky hook. 6. Timeout, Tim, sit down. I was in for less than a minute. He had 8 points. I didn't even touch the ball. Here's what I learned about Kareem and all the great ones. They were dynamite in the kill zone. And I don't believe that we have done a very good job as coaches of 2 things: letting our big people know why they need to get into the kill zone and how to get there. And so I'm starting off talking kill zone basketball because I want to emphasize to you that everything I talk about is trying to get the ball into the paint. I think about all the young kids today. They focus on roaming the perimeter like Kevin Garnett. They want to shoot jump shots like Dirk Nowitzki. They want to play transition basketball all summer long and dunk the ball like Amari Stoudemire. Here's why you want to go inside to your big guys. It's like running the football in the NFL. It establishes your toughness. It wears out your opponent. If your big guy's getting the ball in the kill zone, the opponent big man is in foul trouble early and your guards and forwards are getting into the bonus. If your big guy is doing work in the paint, he's confident, he's feeling good, he's going to run the court for you. He's going to be blocking shots at the defensive end. He's going to be helping out. And more than anything else, if he's scoring in the paint, your offense is diversified. The defense sucks into the paint and opens up your jump shots. So that's the first key in my Never Be Average post game. Post play in the kill zone. The second key has to do with establishing a go-to move. All the great centers had something that they went to over and over and over again. And in my mind, the most underutilized weapon in all of basketball, high school, college, NBA, is the jump hook. Let me see a ball, please. Could somebody grab me one? Thank you. In 1984, I was almost a member of the U.S. Olympic team. I was an alternate, which means that I got dunked on by Michael and yelled at by Bobby Knight and elbowed by Patrick Ewing. I didn't get to go to the Olympics, but it was a great experience because I had a chance to play against Patrick Ewing every day. And the reason that I don't think that I made that team is because every day in practice, Patrick would let me get the ball in the middle, and I would turn and shoot my jump shot. Sometimes I'd fall away. Sometimes I would shot fake him, but every time he blocked my shot. And then one day, knowing he was there, I turned and I kind of saw him out of the corner of my eye, and I was falling away. I flung the ball from way up here, and it went really high, and it came right down in. It swished. And there were some oohs and ahs. And Patrick said, "Hey, that's pretty strong. What was that?" And not knowing what to say, because I just created it, I said, "It's my jump hook." He said, "That thing's nice. You should break that off more often." And I said, "I will." And so after practice, I started working on it. And I found that I could arch it over the defense. It's one of the highest percentage shots in basketball. So what I want to do is, because my guess is, looking in the audience here, most of you probably did not play center back in your career. And you didn't throw up the jump hook very often, so you may not know the fundamentals. Here I am in the kill zone, and here's the concept. The fundamentals of the jump hook are this. Your toes, your knees, and your hips are perpendicular to the backboard. Your shoulders are going to be parallel. Why? Give me a defender. As I'm down in this position, if my shoulders are perpendicular, he's going to be able to get his hand in there and strip. But by closing it, he never even sees the basketball. The concept is right hip, right shoulder, right ear, right in. Now, the difficulty of teaching this shot is that it's foreign to most players, and they will try to just keep it back here and they won't see the ball. The thing that I recommend is when you turn, as soon as you get to your shoulder, it sort of becomes like a jump shot because the ball stays on your hand. You start to open up, and in this position here, the defense doesn't have a chance to get a hand on it, and it's almost like a jump shot. All right, what I want to do is I want to start you off, take the ball here. Now your toes are going to be basically parallel to that line. Okay, you see the rim. And you can see that in this position here, you want the ball on your hip because I can't even see it now. And as you start to go up, just before you release it, you're going to open up a little bit and you're going to shoot it. Have you ever shot a jump hook? All right, let's see it. Get some bounce in your step. Keep that shoulder closed as long as you can. Ready? Go. Okay, that's not bad. And you know what? The form is horrible because he hasn't shot it a lot, but you can see it's a high percentage shot. You get nice arc. And it's actually kind of hard to miss from this angle because the ball, if you shoot it long, it's going to bounce off the backboard. There's a lot of play here. Get a little more bounce in your step. Get a wider base. Okay, ready, go. Okay, that's good except you didn't jump. All right, that's a key element. Let's go ahead and jump. Okay, you've got a little kareem in you because that back foot is starting to come off the ground. Now, there's a couple key principles that I want to note that makes this shot so strong. When you turn and shoot, if you've got a good base, it can set this up. Come here. Up, foul. Up, whip through, left hand. There's a lot of bounce and there's a lot of elements to this. Here's another key. I grab an offensive rebound. You're probably a supreme shot blocker, okay? May not have comfort throwing my left over the shot blocker. Once again, I pivot. I'm still in the kill zone, and you've got the jump hook, okay? The beauty of this shot right here on the block, defense here, how far do I have to get into the kill zone? 6 inches. Power dribble, I just find a piece of the paint. That's a very makeable shot. Loose ball in the paint, I grab it. It doesn't matter who it is. The only guy that could block my jump hook was Manute Bol, okay? Nothing I could do about that, so I'd step out and shoot jump shots. But the point is, that this is a shot that's so valuable for your big guys because it gives them confidence they can throw it over the top of anybody.